Greetings, all. My name is Professor Gomes. This is Saturday, the 23rd, I believe. Yes, it is. I just want to take a moment to create this video to basically put a face to a voice since the class is 100% online. Obviously, we're not meeting on campus. We haven't met on campus since mid-March. So I wanted to create this video to give you an idea of what you can expect and to alleviate any anxiety that you may be experiencing. For some of you, this may be the first fully online course that you've taken. If you were part of Bridgewater going back to the fall in 2020, many of your classes would have been 100% online, so you're familiar with it. So that being said, here's the view of Blackboard. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into student preview so that you see exactly, the video will show exactly what you're going to be seeing. So that being said, I'm going to X myself, X myself out. Okay, I'm going to close this video so it doesn't take up any screen time, any screen space. This is the first of several videos that I'll create. It's probably the best way of communicating other than email. If I have something important, I may create a video. I have a YouTube channel. You'll see that as the course progresses. But before I even start this, I hope this video finds you and your family safe. Obviously, this is unprecedented times, but good news is things are getting better. By that, I mean the vaccine is rolling out, and hopefully we'll all be inoculated, and who knows, I doubt this summer, but maybe by September we'll be back face to face. So it's been difficult for everyone, but I'll do my best to make this course doable. I'll be available for any help, and I want to be there to support you. So I'm creating the video, give you an idea of what Blackboard looks like, and many of you may already be familiar with this. So I'm going to close this video out. First thing I want to do is right at the left-hand side. This is where you'll see all the links for Blackboard, obviously. And when it comes time for a quiz or a test, you'll see it on this left-hand menu. All right, so there's very few things here right now. There'll be more coming. Getting started. This is the main link here to this folder here, course homework and assignments, our discussion board. And I'll talk about our Zoom office class meetings on Friday. Checking your grades, Blackboard tools, and student help. So first thing I want to do is to click on getting started here. And let's take a peek at the syllabus. All right, course is Math 110-008. My name, very important, obviously my email address. A lot of you may be familiar with Khan Academy. All right, office hours. The course is 100% online, but I will conduct office hours on Friday at noon time. This is not mandatory, but if you're available, it'd be a good idea to check in. And why would you want to check in? Mr. Gomes, I did section 1, 2. I watched the PowerPoint. I watched the video on Vimeo. I started the homework. Question 3, I have no idea what's going on. Can you help me out? I'll go through it. Not only will I go through it, but I will record these Zoom office hours meetings. Maybe a case where you're working or your schedule doesn't permit you to log into the office hour. So I will record it and I will post it, and you can take a look at it at your convenience to see what questions were asked or what I had to say about how I feel things are going in the course. Course description, that's coming right out of the catalog. Course outcomes, same thing. The thing about statistics is, unlike college algebra or intermediate algebra or even calculus, everything that's going on in this world is somehow related to statistics. Going back to the election or whether we should impeach or not, everything is numbers and statistics. So it's an unusual course in that what you learn on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, you can actually apply to your life the next day. It's very, very, so very relevant. And I'll try to keep my readings and alike current and up to date. So you come out of the course knowing more about stats than your neighbor. All right. Now, as far as a textbook, I'm not making it mandatory. When you log on, you look at Bridgewater, they say it's required. I'm not making the purchase mandatory. If you want to buy it, we'll address it, and I'll show you how you can actually log in and look at the ebook. But I'm telling you now, I'm not making it mandatory, even though the website does say that. What is mandatory is that you're going to need a TI graphing calculator, not a $5 calculator that Aunt Mary uses to go shopping with, a graphing calculator, specifically a TI. Reason being is I create videos where throughout the course we're using the TI. It's not even an option. It's a mandatory thing that you need one because the majority of the work is done on a TI 83 or 84. Now, if you have the options of getting an 84 calculator, please do that versus the 83. And as I move further on with this video, I'll actually show you a link where you can actually download an emulator as opposed to going out to Amazon and buying one. Or you may have one, kicking around at your high school, or you may borrow one, preferably an 84, but it's got to be a Texas Instrument, right? This is what I'm supporting. TI 83 or 84 graphing calculator. All right, teaching. How am I going to do this? I'm going to try to, I've done several online courses. I've done quite a few actually, but I try to make the online mirror what would happen if we were in class. On a given day in class, I would walk in and I would say, okay, any questions regarding last session's homework? I would start out with answering questions. And then I open up with a PowerPoint. All right, I walk through the PowerPoint and going through the material. There are examples in the PowerPoint. I explain them. Well, the same thing online. I'm doing a voiceover of the PowerPoint as I walk you through it. And obviously the PowerPoint is available for download. Now, I'll do this every Monday and Wednesday, all right? That you're required, well, you're not required to log in those days, but those assignments will be posted every Monday and Wednesday. So on a Wednesday, per se, I would be going over Monday's homework, and then the Monday I'd be going over the previous Wednesday's homework, posting voiceovers, and you'll see this as we get into the course. All right, Mondays and Wednesday things will be posted. Once again, I'll be holding office hours meetings, which are not mandatory. I'll hold those on Fridays at noon time. Questions regarding the homework, I'll answer them in the obviously in the office hour meeting, but shoot me an email. We also have a discussion board. Please, if you're having an issue, do not wait. I'm always on my computer. In fact, my wife says I'm on my machine too much, but I'm available. I do get back to people in a timely fashion. All right, assignments, yeah. Well, there's no textbooks assignments because the assignment's already there. I'm not assigning anything from a textbook. The assignments will be PDFs. Now, a good thing about this is, from a student perspective, the homeworks mirror what you'll actually see on an exam. My exams are all multiple choice. The homeworks are all multiple choice. I provide you with the correct response at the end of the PDF file. And then I actually go through the homework assignment problem by problem, sharing screenshots. And I'm talking along with through the homework assignment, showing you how the example was done. In many cases, I'm actually posting screenshots of a TI 84 calculator or 83 and showing you how the answer or answers were derived. All right, so I pretty much mirror what we do in class, except we're doing it. I'm doing it from home. You're doing it from home, but it works out pretty well. In fact, I just finished an intercession class in another institution, and I'm seeing folks doing extremely well. Why? They're putting the time and effort in. All right, you put the time. You're logging in. You're doing the work. You're asking questions. You're going to do well. All right, as far as exams, there'll be 3 exams plus a final. The final is not repeat. The final is not cumulative. All right, each one of the exams counts 25%, including the final. All right, so we have 4 exams. They're each counting the same, 25%. All right, the grades, of course, will be uploaded. You can see them in Canvas. Now, if you take an exam, you won't be able to see your score right away until everyone is completed. Right? And I usually give people 24 hours, but once you start the exam, you've got to complete it in one sitting. It's not a matter you start it, come back, 4 hours later. But I normally give people 24 hours to do it. All right, because I'm not sure of your work schedule. You may have other classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm not sure, but the exams will be either a Monday or a Wednesday. You'll have plenty of advance notice. I'll let you know more than a week ahead of time. Hey, a week from Thursday, there's exams coming up. Grading policy. This is coming right from the college. What an A represents the score. You need to get to an A, B, and so forth. I'm not even going to talk about D's and F's. We don't want to go there. Attendance policy. Well, I'm not taking attendance, but I'll know because Blackboard records how much time you spent in, so I can kind of see behind the curtain. When you logged in and how much time you're spending. But the idea is choices have consequences. They have consequences for me, and they have consequences for you. You don't log in, you don't keep up with the work, you're not going to do well. You're expected to log in several times, 3 or 4 times a week to keep up with the work. Academic conduct, excuse me. Students are encouraged to discuss course material with one another, but obviously, you know, you got to maintain some integrity. If it came about that I was aware of some cheating going on, which I hope wouldn't happen, there are consequences. I have to mention that. All right. Students with disabilities, if you have an IEP, in most cases, the IEP will allow you more time to do the exam. I've had this last semester. Please make sure you send me the accommodation letter from the college, and I will adjust the amount of time. Normally, you're given, in most of the exams, you're given 2 hours to complete it. And experience has taught me that most people complete my exams within an hour or so. They're usually between 25 and 30 questions, all multiple choice. But once again, if you have some sort of a disability, you have an IEP on file, make sure I get a copy of that accommodation letter. Math services, free walk-in. Well, I'm not sure that the library is going to be open, to be quite honest. But there are, if you could contact the Academic Achievement Center, there are tutoring sessions available. And there are links to this, email addresses and the like. All right, Title IX, sexual violence. There's links to all of this, which has to be posted in every professor's syllabus. Academic calendar. Well, first thing we do in February, we have President's Day. Well, the course is online, so please don't. It's not a matter. Oh, gee, Monday, February 18th is President's Day. We're not going to meet. Well, we're not meeting anyways. It's all online, so that calendar doesn't affect us at all. Because if you don't decide to log in on the Monday, you log in on the Tuesday. The rest of this is just topics that we'll cover. All right, and we'll probably get through 8 or 9 different chapters. So, download a copy of this. It'll be most valuable for you. I mentioned the TI 83 or 84. An additional way, an alternative way of either buying one or renting one is to install an emulator. I have a link here to WebItMu, all right, and then once you download the software, it'll ask you for a ROM image. It's not that difficult to install this, all right? You don't have to be a technology guru, but it's a neat way, money-saving way, instead of going out to Amazon and buying one for $110, I would look to rent one from a brother or sister, a cousin or an uncle or whatever, a friend that has an 83 or an 84, preferably an 84. But an alternative is to download this emulator. Being successful. Oh, I can do that later. Yeah, we all say that. All right, me too. All right, so thing is, if you're not keeping up with the work, it's going to pile up and you're going to fall behind. I mean, just, I can do that later. Sometimes it doesn't work out. We talked about the syllabus. All right, student activities, we'll have exams. There'll be 4 of them. Time commitment, you're looking to spend between 4 and 8 hours every week. Please do not be shy about contacting me. All right, email me, let me know what's going on. Check out this TED Talk. It's about grit. All right, and the essence of this is it's not always the smartest person in the class that does the best. All right, it's the grittiest, the person who can overcome obstacles and faced with problems, they overcome those problems. They've got grit. So please check out that video. It's interesting, I think. About your instructor, main thing I want to point out here is that I actually graduated from Bridgewater back in, hold on, 1970. My gosh, that's what, 52 years ago? College was a lot different back then. Yeah, we did have colleges back in the 1970s, so I probably graduated before your parents were born. Who knows? But it's been a while. But math hasn't changed much. Math hasn't changed statistics. Well, stats has changed the way we calculate things, but it's a little introduction about me and my whatever. You can check that out. I'll leave that alone. All right, what I want to go right now is to course homework and assignments. This is the primary place where you'll be focusing in on. All right, first thing we see is chapter 1 homework folder. I'm simply going to click on that. All right, the first thing you see is homework for Wednesday. That's the start of our class. And pretty much this is the sequence of events. I start you off watching a video. The video is embedded into this page, and there's a link to it if you prefer to watch it on Vimeo. All right, I'm asking you to watch this voiceover of a PowerPoint. Here again, this is also on YouTube if you prefer to watch it there. All right, third thing, I'm asking you to download and view the attached PowerPoint. All right, this is that TED Talk once again. And that's pretty much it for the first day. I've actually enabled this to let you see what the next day's homework is. Nothing wrong with getting ahead of the curve, so to speak. So sometimes I'll actually enable the following assignment, even though it's not due that day or I'm not assigning that particular day. All right, we started out with watching section 1.1 video. Well, guess what? After 1.1 is section 1.2, random sampling, excuse me. I refer to this guy as Big Al. I don't know why I do that, but I did years ago. Followed by, it's a PowerPoint, a voiceover. All right, it's on YouTube, or you can watch it right in this space here. Now for the homework. All right, finally, this is the second day. I'm asking you to do the attached homework sections 1.1 and 1.2, and they are right here. You can download it. This is a new little link here that Blackboard at Bridgewater has enabled. You can watch it download it in alternative formats. There's even a way you can download it and it'll be voice activated. All right. There is the link to the PowerPoint, which is a good idea. Even though you're watching the voiceover, it's a good idea to have a hard copy because many times there'll be tables that you'll need to do the exam. So it's a good idea to download the hard copy as well as of the PowerPoint as well as watching the voiceover. All right. Got a couple of links here about dating apps and how they share your information. This one here is super, super important. This is a 60 minutes episode going back several years ago, but it's relevant today and how these companies know more and more and more about us. There's a saying that these companies, what they know about you as far as your name and your birth date and where you live is more valuable than actually what they're trying to sell you. There's a New York Times article, another article here, why data not privacy is the real danger. As I said, I'll try to be as current as I can with the statistical information. All right. And then if I go back here, what you'll see, well, all course videos, I've already posted this. All right through chapter 8. You'll always have that. TI-83-4 guides. But folks, there are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, well, hundreds of videos on YouTube on the TI-83 and 84. Whatever problem you're having, you'll find a video somewhere on YouTube about it. But there's a guide if you need to look at it. And then obviously there's always asking me the question, Mr. Gomes, I'm trying to do this. I may actually produce a video specifically for you, but throughout the course, I have videos of using the TI-83 and 84. It's mandatory. It's going to do. Once you see what it does, trust me, you'll go out and either download the emulator or you'll run out and buy one. So I don't want to take up much more of your time. It's a pleasure. Hopefully we get to see each other on Fridays. Once again, stay safe, stay healthy, follow the rules, and this course is doable. All right, and I'll do my best to make it as easy for you to do well as I possibly can. All right, take care, and first time I'll actually see you. The course opens up Wednesday. Hopefully I'll see you the Friday in the office hour, and it'll be a chance for us to kind of chit-chat about different things and any things that still you're concerned about. Have a great weekend.